Welcome to the investment case of Gapwaves. My name is Forbes Goldman and I am a tech analyst here at Redeye. So I'll give a brief background to the investment case and then we'll be joined by the CEO Lars-Inge Sjöqvist for a longer Q&A session. So based out of Gothenburg, Gapwaves is a Swedish tech company that specializes in developing antennas and particularly based on the Gap waveguide technology. Gapwaves holds deep knowledge in the space, has more than 30 patent families to its name, in addition to having deep ties with Chalmers University, where many of its engineers come from, as well as the late founder Per-Simon Kildal. Its Gap waveguide antennas become increasingly useful at high frequencies, say 30 to 300 gigahertz, and are also referred to as mmWave antennas. The dominating use case at this time is for automotive radar modules, each equipped with an antenna to support, for instance, blind spot detection, parking assistance, and automatic cruise control. So far, it has license agreements with Veoneer and Hella with start of production in 2023 and 2024 respectively, and will receive royalties for each sold unit. In addition, other high volume agreements could materialize soon with other automotive stakeholders and other vertical customers. So moving into the investment case. Firstly, we see that Gapwaves technology is broadly validated by the entire automotive industry. So its two license agreements will start generating royalties from 2023. And royalties are predictable and profitable revenue streams. The production is outsourced to partners or manufacturers, meaning that Gapwaves will receive a 100% gross profit on those revenue streams. Furthermore, volumes will scale with time, while initial volumes in 2023 might be fairly small, perhaps low single-digit millions. The potential is really attractive. Over time, there could be more than 400 million annual automotive radar modules by 2027 and 2028. And Gapwaves' aim in this space is to gain at least a 50% market share. And we think this is very feasible, which we will go on to explain later. And, well, it has received additional traction from other automotive companies. And we think the prospect of entering yet a long-term agreement could be very interesting. And we think it would be for either a front radar or a high-resolution radar. Secondly, we see many promising use cases apart from automotive. We see this new radar verticals. And the growth in this segment is driven by, in particular, 3 accounts under Smart Micro and an undisclosed tech giant. We think there are many reasons to like this segment: a faster time to market, higher revenues, and an increased control over the value chain. Telecom is a third shot on goal, but will take some time as the 5G rollout on mmWave technology is taking longer than anticipated. Essentially, Gapwaves has a unique and innovative technology that is far superior than traditional antennas and more cost efficient than other comparable waveguide antennas. And this is manifested in its market leadership. There is only one competitor in sight. And we think this shows the high barriers to entry, significant capital requirements, knowledge. soft skills such as relationships, and switching costs. And well, to finalize this session, there are near-term triggers that could close the value gap to our base case. And in particular, we think these would be more long-term agreements with, for instance, other automotive players, or receiving a first large high-volume agreement with a new vertical player. And with that said, I will conclude the investment case. Hello, Lars-Inge, welcome.
Hello, Forbes. Thank you very much, and thank you for your presentation. It was nice to listen. Thank you.
Great. Well, I'll start off then, and we'll focus on automotive because it's the most interesting area right now, I think. So you have announced engagements with at least 2 undisclosed Tier 1 auto suppliers. What is the latest? Do you see any of these heading into long-term agreements?
Yes, we have had meeting with both of these ones, last week and the week before. And honestly, I see very good chance for us to get into the real long-term agreement. Both of these companies are talking in a strategic partnership relation. One of them are at the moment focusing very much on what they call an imaging high-resolution radar to be put in front of the car, because that company really see that as the next front radar solution. It will be a imaging radar with capacity to maybe see up to 400 meters, and also to have the possibility to see the height of objects, not only looking in that direction, it will also see the height of different objects to really map it as a LiDAR. I understood it's very much trying to get the same level as a LiDAR in the echo you can get from the radar. And the other company is more on a more classical front radar solution at the moment, which is also, of course, very interesting. But I can also tell you that both these companies really are keen to get into what we call corner radar. But currently we do have them as you know, exclusively for Hella, and we should keep that, because Hella and us doing things together is also very important. And they can wait some years. There will be a time for them as well.
Okay, so you think they will be that patient for corner radars?
I don't think they have so much choice, to be honest.
Good. So any other particular customers within the automotive segment that you would like to highlight?
Yeah, there are some more tier ones we are in discussions with, but I also want to mention a little bit more about Hella. As you know, we started the collaboration this year, and now we see very much that they are into what we call different customer projects. We started with one project for an high-level automotive supplier in Germany, but there is also a number of other big customers coming in now and asking for both corner radars, but also other applications around the car. So Hella is in a number of interaction with their OEM customers, and we also are invited to really focus on helping them to really win as much as possible in this domain now. I typically see also when we talk about this automotive radar segment that most companies now are deciding for one front radar and 4 corner radars as the way they want to put into the car in this the level 3 or 2 as we are now in the autonomous driving segment. But at the same time, we also see that the number of corner radars probably will increase a bit more. And also there will be some extra radars put in the back of the car. I don't know the reason or why, but I have seen some pictures showing that there will be a number of radars per car over time. And this Hellas situation we do have, and a good cooperation is also helping us very much in developing in different ways, but also to take us into this production, as you know, which also is important. I can also mention one more thing here, because maybe not everyone knows, but the typical corner radar is a low price product, of course, very high volume, because you will see at least 4 of them in each car. A front radar will be in the price level of almost the 4 times, because it will be more exclusive and have more, so to say, features. That means that the antenna also will be more expensive in the front radar than if you compare it with a corner radar. But the total market value, as we have seen from some reports, market reports, is that in 2025 you will see the same, so to say, revenue coming from corner as you see from the front radar. So this is comparable in size if you talk money.
Yeah. Great. No, that I agree. Very interesting. In your previous communication, you have said that you are aiming at entering 1 to 2 more long-term agreements within automotive this year. Is this still valid, or what are your thoughts?
We are 1st of December today. Everyone knows that. Probably we will not sign the agreement before end of the year, but there are at least 2 of these ones. We see that it could be possibly absolutely in Q1 next year. Again, some of them is saying we really want to secure that we can use Gapwave technology in our coming products, because it becomes more and more relevant and important after the agreement we made with Hella, that they also need to have a contract, a license contract with Gapwaves to be able to use our technique. And there are not so much choices out there, really. I'm more convinced now than ever. And that I also said, I can say that typically, as we are as a company, Gapwaves today, we are engaged in a number of different interactions with customers, not only in automotive. That said, we also see ourselves very much in a position we never have reached before. So I think we absolutely are on a very good track, even if we don't have signed all the contracts yet. But the interest, what we do daily, is showing, and you will also see that.
Great.
Time comes.
Great, thank you. So there has been on ZF, a tier 1 auto supplier, they have developed a 77 gigahertz corner radar together with Hella. And some are speculating that maybe Gapwaves is involved here. Is there anything you could say about this project, and if you are part of this or not?
I saw the spec on that corner radar, as you see from ZF. If there were a waveguide antenna from Gapwaves in that corner radar, it should have better performance, I would say. So I don't think it is. It's before we started working with Hella. So I guess that product is really on the market already and not anything we are developing. But you can guess that they are interested to make a better solution for the corner radar. I know what we can achieve, but I am not allowed to tell you.
No, I bet. I have a few questions about the competitive situation. And we see that, you do have one competitor developing a similar product. And with, this Huber and Sooner has entered a long-term agreement with Continental. What does this change your view of the competition?
We know that Huber and Sooner is doing a plastic antenna molded as well as we do some layers, but they don't have the same possibility to use this, as we call it, artificial magnetic conductor, which means our technique is a lot easier to produce and also to produce to the right price. I'm pretty sure that our competitor have a hard time to meet us when we really are in the high volumes. So I'm not afraid for the competition so long. There might be someone else coming up with something smart, but at the moment we are very strong, and we have seen it because we have also understood that there has been some other ones trying and they have given up because it's not easy. So that's also said from our customers. You are the only one.
And what do you think then, if there are more competitors coming into the market, will it be smaller? Where will they come from? Smaller competitors, waveguide technology companies, or a different technology? What do you think?
If they are coming in with some, call it waveguide technology, like what we have today, probably we will see it from Asia. We see that there are actions going on in the universities, not at least in China. We don't know if they are infringing our patents, etc., but it could be hard really to know before they make any products on the market. That's one thing, but there could also, of course, come up other things from, if you say, special, there is a material called Rogers, that's the PCB material used for antennas. Today, very expensive, but there might be some solution coming up on that end. We don't know. We haven't seen yet.
Great. All right. I'll ask one more question. I noticed on your LinkedIn that you have setting up a production line together with a company, LUE Engineering. What is the latest? What are you doing with this company?
Yeah, okay. LUE is a supplier to us, and I saw they have made a picture, and they seem to be happy helping us with out to this. It's the what we call it XY table for measuring all the antennas when they are ready, and then they are assembled. But they also work a little bit with the production line. This is not a secret. We work together, and you also see that we are working together with Franken. We have told you about that. They are the first choice at the moment for production of the antennas for Hella. So what we really are doing now is that we are finalizing or taking us into real production setup with Franken, meaning that we deliver to them this XY table, but also the assembled station for the antennas. So that would be probably the first rollout, so to say, solution for the gap technology corner radar antenna.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Lars-Inge, and we're running out of time. So thank you very much for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you very much. I hope I didn't take too much time for. Yeah. Thank you. See you.
See ya.
Bye-bye.